Hi, my name is Turner Morgan. I'm with the 712 Initiative. We are here today to talk about keeping bees in your backyard. Thanks to the Whole Kids Foundation and the Bee Cause project, we have a couple hives that will be going down at our CreekTop gardens. I'm going to touch on a few things today. We're going to talk about the equipment you will need to get started. We're going to get into a hive and talk about the management of, or the keeping of bees, and then just some of the benefits of keeping bees in your backyard. So equipment, let's get started. You're gonna need a Langstroth hive. You're gonna start with a couple brood boxes of this size and a couple supers, which we'll talk about later. A bee brush to brush off the bees as you start to manage your hive. A little Jimmy bar or paint scraper. You can get as crafty as you want. You're gonna need those to pry open your boxes and separate your frames as you're working. A trusty pair of gloves. This is sugar water, so you'll spray this as you are working. It keeps the bees busy as you are kind of checking them out. So this is a bee suit. You can get something as fancy as this cloth suit here, or if you're on a budget, you can just get yourself a painter's suit, something of that nature, which will work just fine. A smoker, which helps keep the bees subdued as you are working inside. And then always protect your face. This is sort of your traditional beekeeping helmet and visor. I like to use mosquito net, just something a little lighter. It makes me feel a little more confident and comfortable when I'm working in a hive. So let's get started. Hi, so we're in the backyard now. We're gonna talk a little bit about keeping or managing your bees. So first things first, you're gonna wanna find where you wanna put your bees. Hive placement is really important. You're gonna want a lot of early morning sun so they can get to work right away. And then secondly, you're gonna want to protect them from the elements. As a time commitment, you can expect to spend at least, get inside your hive 1 to 2 times every week or two, depending on sort of your philosophy. So secondly, we're gonna get inside. So you're gonna wanna spray a little sugar water, keep them a little busy. And then also smoke as you go, as you move your way down. So things you're gonna be looking for. You're going to be looking for pests and parasites, so making sure that there's no wax moths, checking on varroa mites, any rodents. If you have a happy and healthy hive, they should be managing that problem themselves, so that's something you're going to look for. Secondly, you're going to be looking at the brood or laying pattern of your queen. You're going to want to make sure that she's the head honcho, right? Happy queen, happy hive, right? So if she's laying eggs appropriately, you're going to have a healthy hive through the rest of the season. So you're going to want to check on her. And finally, and this is just kind of general, you just want to check on the activity and the energy in a hive. I always encourage people to get 2 hives when they start. It's quite the commitment, or at least find a bee buddy, someone in the neighborhood or down the street who might also want to keep a hive. That way you can compare the 2 colonies. When you open the lid, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of buzz, as corny as that sounds. Critical component to managing your hive is giving them room to grow. So as you get inside and you see that your bees are filling out those frames with wax, with brood, with honey, you're gonna want to add another box on top. And then the next time you inspect and that next box is starting to fill up, you add another one. So you wanna be sure your colony has enough room to grow, otherwise you risk them leaving. So that's just definitely something you want to keep an eye on as you're managing your hive. Finally, we're going to talk about just the benefits of keeping bees at your house. So obviously there is honey, being able to share it with your family, to share it with your neighbors, which is always a good olive branch when you're keeping bees. Honeybee wax, it's great to make cosmetic products. We make lip balm every year, face lotions, that sort of nature. Fun activity for your kids. And then, just gaining a new respect for the natural world. I really enjoy just kind of standing close to my hives, watching them work, watching them forage. It really gives you a deep appreciation for what they do for all of us. And it just gives you more hunger to keep doing it. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There's a lot of great resources in our area. We have the Les Hills Beekeeping Association, the Omaha Bee Club, tons of amateurs on the internet around the world just feeding off each other and helping each other out when they have questions or problems. So from one amateur to another, if I can do this, you can do this.